Hi folks, my name's Kai and welcome to my little section of the internet. This is my first Talky video, so forgive me if the quality is bad. I'm using my iPad for the mic. Anyhow, I guess I'll just get started by telling you guys what I'm drawing. This is Deceit Sanders from Thomas Sanders' Sanderside series. If you haven't heard of it, then you should give it a watch. It's quite educational and entertaining. I have a few questions here related to Sanderside, so I guess I'll get started in answering them. Question 1. Who's my favourite side and what SS ships do I have? My favourites tosses between Virgil and Patton, but I don't know, I think Patton more because despite my hatred for puns, he makes me love them quite fondly. And the possibility for angst, being the happy character. One of my favourite scenes is from Moving On Part 2.
Teacher. All of this because Patton can't let go of one person? Logan, can you stop? Please?
It just tugs at my heartstrings a lot, and I don't know, it was pretty good. As for ships, I love Platonic Lamp or Calm, whatever you guys use now. Moxiety, mainly, you know, for the angst and the cuteness, you know, yada yada. And Platonic Moxie, because I think if D ever gets a redemption arc, I believe it'll be like through Pat, and you know, like kind of like how Virgil was an outsider and now he's a part of the group. I feel like they'd probably do that, at least not right away, but in a couple more episodes they'll do that for Deceit. Question 2, out of all the sides, who would I want to be stuck on a desert island with, and who would I want to be stuck in a haunted house with? If I were to think logically, I'd pick Logan, for the simple answer being that he's smart and he'd probably know a lot more about survival and possibly getting rescued. Otherwise I would pick maybe Patton, Papa Pat, because he'd be like good company. For Haunted House, I would pick either Roman or Deceit. I think they would they try to hide the fact that they're scared and try to pretend to be brave, and that would be pretty entertaining. So that concludes the Sanderside's cues. On to a few others. Question 3. What's my favourite video game? My default answer has always been Outlast Whistleblower, since it's one of the early Markiplier playthroughs I got really invested in. I think his name was Eddie Glueskin or something like that. He was one of my favourite characters from that game and I used to draw him a lot. But to be honest, it's between Outlast Whistleblower, Corpse Party and The Beginner's Guide. I watched 3 different YouTubers for these playthroughs since I don't really play video games, I watch them. I like Corpse Party a lot because it has my very first waifu, Seko Shinohara. And yeah, I really enjoy the like psychological horror aspect of that game. And The Beginner's Guide, I really like the concept of the game, since you're questioning throughout it, like, is this actually real, is this legit, or is this all just a fake story? And I don't know, I find that quite interesting and a different take on storytelling. Question 4. Did I ever have any imaginary friends growing up? Not really. I used to think I was weird for not having imaginary friends, which I think's strange. But I used to like randomly give inanimate objects different personalities and talk to them and then make them talk back. I was quite a strange little kid. Don't know if that counts. But I was very close, still am, very close to my youngest brother, and we would play a lot together, like with our like stuffed toys and his toy cars and whatnot. So that's probably why I didn't really have any. Question 5. Do you think there's life on other planets? I think this is an interesting question. Yeah, I believe there's something out there, at least maybe not intelligent, but maybe like a little plant or some form of bacteria floating on space or growing. Just, I don't know. I think it's like, it'd be a little lonely to think if we were the only folks alive in this little corner of, you know, space. Question 6. What was the last text I sent? And the 12th photo on my phone. The last thing I sent was just the laughing crying emoji to a group chat of my closest friends, my chosen family. We were talking about something dumb, and that was just my reaction to it. And for the 12th photo is this. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Anyhow, these were the only questions I could answer. Some I didn't have an answer for, and others it would have been too long to explain, and I might answer them in a future episode. Most likely would answer them in a future video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little get to know me / Q&A thing. Let me know if you guys want to hear more talky videos in the future. If so, what would you like me to talk about, or if you have any more questions for me to answer, then leave them in the comments below. And I guess until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.